Shalom, shalom. This is Shema Talamido, and known to everyone else as Lavelle for the audience that I'm sending this video for. And this is to encourage my brother, my Achi, Pastor Germany Thomas. I just want to encourage you, man. Don't let Hasatan, Satan, the adversary, use his minions to tear your spirit down. I don't believe it's going to happen because you are a very strong man of Elohim, a man of God. I just want to encourage you, my little unk from your big neph. But the enemy tries to tear you down when they see you starting to soar. And you're beginning to come closer and closer and closer to the Most High, more than you have ever been. And you've always been that way since you've been on this journey with the Most High. And all we can do is progress, especially when our hearts and our desire is to please Him and to bring people closer. So continue to do what you're doing. Continue to grow, you and your family. Don't allow these people that are operating not in the spirit of Elohim, the spirit of God, the spirit of His Malachim, His messengers, the spirit of the first fruit son of the Elohim, Jesus the Christ, Yehoshua ben Yosef ben Elohim. Don't allow them, when they are not operating in that spirit, the spirit of HaMashiach, the spirit of Christ, to bring you down, which I know they're not doing. But this is still encouragement, my brother. A lot of people don't operate in that. And the very people that you're trying to help don't even see that they're not operating in that. Whether teachers, pastors, preachers, they're not operating in that spirit. Because if what you're doing are wrong, you will not succeed. You will not continue to progress. Okay? I want to bring a story in, and I'm sure, almost positive, I've never heard it the way that I'm going to present it. Not to say that no one has, but I want to bring in the story of Eob, which is Job. Okay? And I want to go through some things. Now, contextually speaking, this is not your situation, but in essence, it is similar. So this is for those that are attacking you to re-evaluate themselves with this story. Okay? Eob, or Job, chapter 1, verse 1. It said, there was a man in the land of Uz, whose name was Eob, and that man was perfect and straight, and one who feared Elohim God and turned aside from evil. Okay, this reminds me of you, Pastor Germany Thomas. This reminds me of you. This reminds me of your wife and your family. This reminds me of myself. We're turning and we're fighting to please the Most High Elohim, the Creator of all, most magnificent, the most perfect of anything that we can possibly imagine. And we see that Job was perfect and straight. Okay, now that's another topic. We're going to get into that another day if others want to see any other videos, anything I put out. But it says that he was perfect and straight, so that means he was set apart. That means that he followed the Most High according to His will and His instruction. Okay, now when you go down, it talks about, and I'm not going to get into what happened to the sons and the family, but I want to get into those that were supposed to come and comfort him. Okay, we see that verse 8, it says, and Yahweh, or Jehovah, or God, said to Hasatan, or Satan, have you considered my servant Eob, or Job, that there is none like him on the earth, a perfect and straight man, one who fears Elohim and turns aside from evil. Now we see that Elohim is calling telling Hasatan, have you tried my servant? This is my servant. He fears me. He's a perfect and straight man. Okay, right? Now, we're going to go down and we're going to go to chapter 2. Go to chapter 2, verse 11. It says, and three of the friends of Eob heard of all this evil that came on him, and each one came from his own place. Eliphaz the Temanite, and Bildad the Shuhite, and Zophar the Naamathite, and they met together to come to sympathize with him and to comfort him. Now they came to sympathize and to comfort him. That's what it says they came to do. But they heard all the evil that came on him. So the first things people do when they don't understand something is they start to assume the worst, and then they actually go against what they think they're trying to do. They think they're trying to come sympathize and comfort you, right? Now, I want to go to chapter 4, I believe it is. Chapter 4, and Eliphaz the Temanite. I'm only going to use one of them because my minutes is, the video might stop it. I wanted to. Eliphaz the Temanite answered and said. So in chapter 4, he's saying something, right? He's saying something, but we're going to skip all the way down to verse 15. He's telling him what happened, what he saw, what brought him to him. This is what Eliphaz said, or Eliphaz, sorry. Then a spirit passed before my face. Whoa, a spirit passed before his face, a spirit. The hair on my body stood up. Verse 16, it stood still, but I could not discern its appearance. There go that word discern that you was talking about. A form was before my eyes, silence, then a voice I heard. Is mortal man more righteous than Eloah, or Elohim, or God? Is man more clean than his maker? Look, he puts no trust in his servants, and he charges his messengers with straying. He puts no trust in them. Wait a minute, he just said good things about Eob or Job. So what spirit is telling this wise man, friends that were supposed to be Eob's friends or Job's friend, that he put no trust in his servants? What spirit is that? Right? What spirit is that? Okay. So what I want to do is fast forward because it's starting to break down. So if you go through the story, you see they start to come at Job and they start to really attack him with things and accuse him with things, right? You know, and it also almost seemed that Job was doing something wrong. I'm sure people think that you're doing something wrong when you put this post up, that you're emotional or something like that, right? That's what they're thinking, I'm pretty sure. But let's go to the very last chapter before this cuts off. The very last chapter of Job. Okay, so a spirit told him that the Most High trusts none of his servants, which is a lie. So what spirit was that? Okay, so let's go to chapter Job 31. No, Job. I love Elihu. Let's go to Job chapter 42. Here we go, real quick. Verse 7. Wait, is it 42? Yes. And it came to be after Yahweh had spoken these words of Eob that Yahweh said to Eliphaz the Temanite, my wrath has burned against you and your two friends, for you have not spoken of me what is right, as did my servant Job. There goes that servant that he trusts. But they just said that a spirit came to him and said he don't trust his servant. Sometimes the spirit, not the right spirit, uses those that are supposed to be your friends, that are supposed to be men of God, that's supposed to be this, and they will use them to actually destroy you. Use this discernment that they think they have to destroy you. What did he say? And now take 7 bulls, verse 8, and 7 rams, and go to my servant Job, and offer an ascending offering for yourselves, and let my servant pray for you. Now, whoa, Germany, you just said you gonna pray for them. I believe, if that's what you said. Let my servant pray for you, for I accept him, lest I punish you. Lest I punish you, because you have not spoken to me what is right, as did my servant Job. I just wanted to do this video for encouragement for you, man. Keep pressing, keep pushing. Keep seeking the Most High. Let him reveal his word and his instruction to you. keep growing. I love you, man. Shema Talamido. Shalom.